But when I was in high school, Mama could sit right at the table with me when I had to write something and tell me how to do it, how it sounded. We always used her as a sounding board when we had to write something. And she wanted us all to get a good education. She was terribly disappointed when I ran off and got married at 17. But later on, she was okay about it. She told me that she felt I had the best husband of any of the girls. In this little old log cabin in the lane, I don't really have no one to care for me but this old dog. That better not be on television.
And what an amazing woman. We really appreciate the fact that you're considering her participating in this Saturday's graduation. I think when you take a look at her video, you'll see why we think that this woman, who is the last remaining survivor of the Cleveland school fire of 1923, again, not just because she's a survivor of the school fire, but this woman has spoken so much into my life and so many other lives in Kershaw County. So take a look at the video, and I'm sure you'll join us in saying this woman is very much deserving to participate in this Saturday's graduation. Thank you.
Do you have any advice for your great-grandson here, your grandson?
Oh, yes. He knows I want him to serve the Lord. He's been telling me he loves history. And, yes, honey, I'll tell you what I want. I want to meet you in heaven. And for you to do that, you're going to have to serve the Lord. So give him your heart. Serve him. Quentin, this is where I lost a brother that was 9 years old and a sister that was 11. Orville and J.C. burned up in the school fire. It was the worst tragedy that's ever happened in Kershaw County. Right on this place, there was a schoolhouse. They had a play that night. It was the last of school, and my sister Clara put us up there near the front where we could see it. They had kerosene lanterns that they hung down in to light the stage. Well, I saw the lamp fall, but I was but 7 years old, and I was fascinated with watching the people. And I saw men put their coats down on it and try to outen it. Well, I was sitting there, and my sister Clara had to fight through the crowd to get over that side and got me. And when we got to the staircase, it was so full. She said, "Leila, we're gonna have to wait." And she told me later that I was just fighting for breath. I remember her holding her handkerchief on my nose. And she said, "We can't go down now." We went over to the window, and there was a man down there saying, "If you drop children down, I'll catch a child. I can't catch a grown-up." So Clara reached me down as far as she could reach, and that man caught me. But there was a man there told Clara, said, "If I can let you down, if you want to crawl out, I'll hold your hands till you get as far down as you can go. I can't bear your weight." But he did that, and she got down as far as she could with him supporting her. And then she dropped. And my sister Hattie was burnt bad, real bad. The man that brought her out, his name is up there, he was Umphreys. He saved a lot of the people. And people said that Hattie was the last one he brought out that lived. He brought her out and went back to try to pull another girl out, and the fires overcame him. I think my curiosity saved my life. I really do. That I was so curious of what they were doing and out in the lamp that I didn't realize that the other children had left me. And Clara came and caught me and shook me. She said, Leila, come on, honey." And she says, "Where's JGC and Orville?" I said, "I don't know." I looked around. It didn't have a back door, and it had a room at the back where they kept tools to use an axe, and they could not get into it. It was locked. They said if they'd have got the axe, they could have cut through to that wall and got some of them out. It was just a catastrophe that didn't need to happen. but it changed the law on school buildings and how they could be built all over the United States. It did serve a good purpose. The firemen that have come to the memorial said that lives was lost there, but it also saved a lot of lives because the law passed about how to build a schoolhouse. It could never be like that again. It was the most horrible thing that ever happened in this part of the country. And I know that the Lord spared my life. I know He did. I've just known it all through the years that He spared my life. And Mama would tell me over and over, He did it for a purpose, Leila. So I'm still here to tell it.